Okay, so here we are. We have backstitched our head sock while it's inside out on top of our body, leaving a gap at the top there. We're now going to, sorry, my dog's trying to join in again, position our head roughly where we want it, and we are going to pull this head sock over the head. Just pull it up and over. This is the fun bit. And we have our doll's head. Give it a prod and a push here and there. Make sure you've got the shape that you like for your doll's head. And at the top of the sock we've got this gappy bit. And we're going to do much like we did when we were sealing up the top of the body. Poppy, leave Daddy alone for a minute. We're nearly finished. And we're going to do an in and out stitch all the way around. And go close up the top of this head. You're going to put your hair on it, or your hat, or whatever you're going to do with it when you're decorating this dolly. Hair and hat. If you're clever, you're going to knit or crochet something pretty. If you're a cheat, you're going to buy a pair of kids' tights, chop them up, put a bobble on top. Whatever you fancy. So go ahead and gather that up now. Pull your ends together. Push the head in a little bit. Give it a pull, push, pull, push. Poppy, leave Daddy alone, please. Poppy, no. She's being a pain in the bum. Again, something strong like your fishing line is going to really help here. I'm just using normal cotton because that's what I've got. I suppose if I rooted deep I might have something else. So I'm just going to, after I've pulled that closed, I'm going to hold it and make a couple of back stitches. I know it's not completely closed. Tie that end off again. It's a bit of a struggle because it is stuffed, it's thick, it's padded, so take my end off. And then I personally like to then pop. It's because my string's not thick enough. Double it over 4 times if needs be, whatever it takes. Let's try again. I'm really embarrassing myself. I should just record this video again, but I mean unpicking and starting again, and I like the shape that I've got with her head, so I'm not going to do that. So just gather stitch. There's a lot of pressure being put on it because of how hard and compacted the head is with its stuffing. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So let's try again. Don't want to mess up the shape of my head, so I'm going to try and pull on the sock and take some of the pressure that way. Gather it up. Actually done it better the second time. It's always the way, isn't it? Testament to determination. Better the second time then. Chucks away. Right. So because it's not completely closed, I'm now going to just quickly do a couple of like crisscross stitches across the top, just to reinforce it, gather it together a bit more, give it a bit more strength, make sure it stays closed. Sort of work round in like a star pattern maybe. going in and out across the top until that's all gathered together and shut. Nearly there. See how it's closing up with every stitch I make, isn't it? So I'm nearly done now. Ta-da! Right. Like I say, this will be covered with either a hair or a hat. So that's not too bad, is it? And it's secure, it's properly secured. I've tied off those ends a couple of times as well. Right, so got the front of our head there, because that was, I filled it more at the front, the back's a little bit smaller, so we've got a nice big face area. And there's our doll. What you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to get together your leg pieces, your arm pieces, and not as important, your leg pieces are what you need now. You're going to need 2 buttons, about an inch or so bigger, and a long needle. You're going to want strong thread. So in my case, that's going to mean I'm going to do it 4. I'm going to take my double thread and thread it through my needle, and I'm going to have it 4 threads, so hopefully that'll give it the strength I need. Tie off my end. And we're going to attach these legs. This is why you need a long needle, because you're going to be passing this through the body. Move your arms out of your way. I personally like to try and line my legs up first before I put the buttons on. So I have a look roughly where I'm going to want the legs. I'll stand the doll up and mark out, and sort of try and gauge where I want the legs. If it looks even and I'm happy, I will then make a little pencil mark where I want the top of the legs to sit. Just a little faint one, so that I can make sure I line that up, because you don't want a wonky doll. Wonky donkey, wonky doll. You're going to then push your needle through. This is not a sharp needle, unfortunately. It's long, but it's not sharp, so it takes a bit of pushing. Make sure you give it a really good knot on the end. You don't want all this work and then for you to pull it out the other end. So really make that a big knot, so it's not going to come out. Okay. You line it up with your line and pass through the body. Bring it out the other side. Line up where your top of your leg was there. You need to push that needle down a bit in my case, and then push it through that body as well. Pull it out there, and then mark that there. It's a bit stiff. Oh, there we go. Not sharp, but it is long. So there, we've got our legs on. Go ahead and put a needle through a button, because that's going to give you a bit of tension when we pull in a minute. It's going to be like doing a Chesterfield sofa or something. This. I'm going to put it back through the doll. Avoiding the dowel. Bit easier with the curly straw and a chunk of wood. Can work through the straw. There we go. And then back through here. So what we've done is we've passed through the doll twice, and we're now going to pull this. Put your other button just on there. I'm going to pull this. And you're going to see it gather up. Pull it hard. You can see there, those legs have gathered up into position, into the body. The body's squished in a bit, and so have the legs. You're then going to go past through another couple of times. It's a good time to check now whether you think the doll's wonky or that's a good position for it. You're then going to go in and out your button, back and through your body several times and tie it off securely. You want to keep the tension nice and tight. The legs will still move. There'll be resistance, so they'll hold a position. They're not floppy in any way. That will also help with the stability of it standing. So keep that nice and tight so the body's pushed in and the top of the heads are pushed, legs are pushed into the body. I'm going to tie that off and finish that up, and that is your body constructed. Your arms will not be attached to your doll. Your arms go in the sleeve that you're going to make for your clothes and then attach the doll. If you're super clever and you want to attach these to your body the same way that you've done the legs, you can go ahead and do that, but you've got to bear in mind the clothing patterns that come with the Karmalek doll do not come as an item of clothing that can be pulled on and off. The clothes are meant to be sort of sewn onto the doll in pieces, so the sleeves are made separately and sewn onto the arms, and then the arms are then sewn onto the bodice of the dress or the top that you then make. So the only bit that's usually fixed is the legs. But if you're a good clothes maker, then there's no reason why you can't make fully fitting clothes, functional clothes, so that this doll's outfits are then changeable and to have these arms attached to the doll in the same way we have with the legs. So you need 2 more bushings to do that and your long needle to then push through. So that's totally your call, but that is your doll's body constructed and legs, and your arms are ready to go, and I've just dropped it. But that gives you a good idea. I'm not a professional. I'm just like you guys. I'm a home sewer. I hope that I've helped a little bit. That's just how I found it easy to do. I've got good results if you look over my shoulder here. This is Molly and Eleanor, my first 2 Karmalek dollies. This third one's going to be a present for somebody. I don't think I'll be able to part with those 2 girls because I love them. But thank you for watching. Good luck with your dolls. Please share on the Karmalek page. Love to see what everyone's doing. We all come up with such unique ideas, and it's so much fun seeing what everyone else comes up with. I'll be sharing a couple more videos and perhaps template pieces, because I've had some inquiries on how I made the bonnet, the Victorian style bonnet for Molly, and the spats as well that go over the shoes. So I will share some ideas of designs of clothing and accessories and what I've done to miniaturise existing free bag patterns so that you can have a go at making bags for your dolls too. But thank you for watching. Bye.